Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today we've got a very, very special release. The first colour $2 coin for 2024. And boy, what a release this one is. This is definitely, I think the way they've done this, for me, is really clever. Really good idea and really unique compared to some of the other releases they've done in the past. So we've got the NRL and the NRLW $2 coloured coins. So purchase at Anaconda. So straight out of the tills from Anaconda, which is pretty clever way. So this is the NRL Championship Trophy. And then they got the NRLW Championship Trophy $2 coloured coin with the Queen still on the back. So we're here in nearly April next week, and we've still got the Queen on the back. So this is the Memorial Adverse, where you've got the years of reign at the top. But this is a dated 2024 coin. So very, very surprising that we've already had $2 coloured coins released this year, like this one here. So this is your standard Aboriginal Elder 2024 coin, as you can see, with the King effigy. So that's something that's already been released this year, but we've just had this release from Anaconda, so not out of Woolies this time, out of Anaconda, with this other set. So this is where I think is quite clever about this. Where in the past, like we had the AFL one, where you had to buy the tubes, and you're lucky to get a coloured $1 coin. So you try and open up the tube, and you'd have to open up about 10 of them to hopefully get one of the coloured coins out of there for the trophies. This year they've done it very differently, where you've got the folder with all the different teams, all $1 coins, and then the trophy coins are $2 coins, so coloured coins. So I also noticed that the coins came in these little bags like this, a little bit different from what they've done in the past, and they're not taped down, so you can open up these straight away. So there's no tape to tying them down. So you can open them up straight away and have a look at all the different individual teams. So won't go through them all individually, but I think that's pretty cool to have that. So this is not the first time that the NRL have been on coins. There was a coloured Premiership coin for the North Queensland Cowboys in 2015. So it was a $1 coin, coloured at a mintage of only 500. So that was definitely a very unique one to collect, and currently selling for around $295. So if you've ever had that one, that's definitely something pretty cool to have. We've also had another coloured $2 coin in the past, which is your Wallabies. So that's your rugby league Wallabies that we've had in 2019. So it's another coloured coin, part of the rugby, I suppose. Personally, I'm not a big rugby fan. I do go for the Canberra Raiders and the Melbourne Storm. They're probably my two teams that I would follow, but personally I have no idea how they're going. I only know when they're in the actual championship. I'm more of a Formula 1 fan. Another reason why they released it this week is its NRL Magic round. So that's the round where they have all the teams playing at one stadium over the weekend. So there's 8 games being played this weekend, all in Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. So you'll see all the games being played over that one. So they call it Magic Round, which is something unique. So it's a bit of a party atmosphere, and I think every year they move it around to a different state. Obviously next year most likely be in Sydney. So another thing that I thought would have been nice to add to this, that's pretty unique, that I think most Australians would have got behind, is your state of origin. So having the Maroons and the Maroon Queensland, New South Wales with the New South Wales Blues, I thought that would have been pretty cool to have those as coloured coins, having the team colours within the coins. Maybe that's something that might come out at some point, but just imagine if we had the New South Wales and Queensland ones. I know it's very state specific, but I think even here in Victoria, we do get behind the state of origin. It does get played here at the MCG with nearly 100,000 people going to that game. So I thought that would be something that I could have added that would have been really quite unique to this collection. So, but for me, I think it's very similar to what they've done with the AFL set, but I like it how they've done the coloured $2 coins with the $1 circulated coins. Now, another thing to note is Anaconda hasn't got many stores everywhere. It's not like Woolies. It's not like the Australian Post where you can go to the Australian Post and get these quite readily. So there's probably, I'm not sure what the final mintage will be, but I have a gut feeling that we might see a lower mintage than $1 million on some of these coins, given that the availability to get these coins might be a bit harder, given that there's less Anaconda stores, and some people that might be in a bit regional areas might struggle to actually get access to the coins. I must admit, the ladies that were working at the store that I went to today were so friendly and were very happy to get out the 2 coins out of the till. I know sometimes in the past when it goes to Woolies, it can be a bit of an issue, but these ones were definitely no issue at all. So let's have a quick look at these. So the actual coins themselves, so the $1 coins with the folder, 17 coins. So you got 17 teams. So here's one of my favourite teams, the Canberra Raiders, if we can get that in good focus. Retailed at $45, so it's pretty, I'd say, hefty price. You can see the condition of these coins, extremely scuffed. So you can see all the scuff marks on the back of that. Oh, that's not going to help it at all. It's definitely going to give it a bit of a dent, but nevertheless, I don't think... It'll be interesting to see what the mintage on these are. At the moment, it's listed as unlimited. For specifically the $1 coins, there is no demarcation on any side of what the $2 coloured coins are going to be, and what the mintage is going to be for these. So I'm at a guess it might be $500,000, maybe more, but I'm just thinking of, given it's not going through Woolies, it's Anaconda's a lot smaller kind of retailer, it might be a little bit smaller. I personally do like the folder and the colouring and everything else. So you got the NRL logo down the bottom there. I think it's and it's coming out early in the season. So obviously the season only just kicked off not long ago. So I think it's a good way of doing it, and obviously with the round and just before Easter, so people are going to Anaconda to get their camping equipment. So for those in America and around the world, Anaconda is like our outdoor equipment store. So it's where you can go and get your tenting, camping equipment, your outdoor chairs and things like that. So they're a good little store. I personally love going out there because I love being out in the outdoors. So they're good little stores, but they're not massive. Like there's not hundreds of them everywhere. So they're definitely not as accessible for a lot of people to be able to get to an Anaconda store. And the other key caveat to get this coin was you had to use cash and you had to buy something in the store. So personally, I just bought this for $45. Then I had $5 spare cash. And in the change, I got these $2 colour coins. So I potentially could have got more. I don't know if there was any limits. But personally, I only wanted one of each because that's all I ever really collect as part of my collection. So the last $2 coins that we had were these Matildas ones that were... extremely popular coming out of Woolies, and I think the way the Matildas ended up playing through the year with the World Cup in Australia, I think that was something that was really good to get behind, and I really love collecting those. So those were one per week, so that made it a bit hard. You had to go three weeks in a row to get the coins, where at least here you can get them straight on release day, given it's the day before Easter. So I'd love to know, have you had any issues getting the coins? How did you go about getting them yourself? Did you have any issues with the cashiers? Were they able to give you one of each when you asked nicely? Or were there any sellouts and had any issues there? Obviously, I went pretty much when the store opened this morning, so I could ensure that I at least got some. But I was a little bit nervous because there wasn't much comms around it. Like, I got an email, I think it was 4 o'clock yesterday, from the Royal Australian Mint that this was going to be released and this is how it's going to be released. And that was it. So it's a very subdued kind of release for this coin, which I found normally, you know, weeks in advance that a certain coin's going to come out, where this one didn't really happen like that. And it certainly wasn't on Facebook from the Royal Australian Mint either. It was just an email. If you went onto the Anaconda website, there was a little bit more information. So I'd love to know what your feedback is, what you think the mintage will be and how collectible they will be. And do you think these coins will be low minted on top of that? And do you think if the team that wins this year, if that coin adds any more value to it, having the coin from the year that the team won? And do you actually follow the NRL at all? Are you a rugby person? Or for me, like in Victoria, I'm more of an AFL, Aussie rules kind of person personally. But I did grow up with the NRL, so hence the reason why I like the Canberra Raiders and the Melbourne Storm. And who do you think is going to win this year? I'd be really interested to hear your feedback on that. So let me know what your thoughts are. Are you a fan of the $2 coloured coins, and what do you think we'll see next? Please don't forget to click subscribe if you want more videos on coin collecting. Thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll see you in my next video. Dan.